Hello everybody, my name is Soul, and today we're going to be starting a brand new series that I am going to be calling Making It Work. Now, the whole point of this series is to, use an add-on or a perk combination or just a sole perk on a killer, an add-on or perk that people might think is really weak, really just garbage, and we're gonna try to make it work. So for example, today, what we're gonna try to make work is Deathslinger's iridescent add-on, the Hellshire Iron. Now, Hellshire Iron, for those of you who don't know anything about Deathslinger's add-ons, Hellshire Iron is one of arguably the worst iridescent add-ons in the entire game. What it does is that when a survivor is speared, so when you shoot a survivor, they're on the hook, they're speared. So while they are in that, you, the Deathslinger, gain the undetectable status effect. You don't have a red light, you don't have a terror radius. That effect, the undetectable, lasts for 10 seconds after the survivor is no longer speared. So realistically, you have about 6 to 7 seconds of undetectable, depending on if the survivor breaks free from the chain, so you have that stun duration, or if you M1 them, you have the cooldown of the M1. So you don't really have 10 full usable seconds. It's around between, let's say, 6 to 8 seconds, right? And I went through a lot of different theoretical builds, but I've ended on this one here. Our first perk is going to be Hex Plaything. So, Hex Plaything, when you hook a survivor, a dull totem becomes a hex totem, and that survivor, once they're unhooked, has the oblivious status effect until they cleanse that totem. Next is going to be Thanatophobia. Thanatophobia is not a very good perk on Slinger because, Thana requires that you spread out damage, while Deathslinger is a master of single focused damage. But it kind of is good slowdown in the fact, or in the sense that the survivors are required to heal themselves, right? Unless they want to go through slower gens, and while they're oblivious from Plaything, it's decent slowdown. Not the best, but it's decent. Next, we have Hex Ruin, just to slow the game down just a little bit. 200% regression speed when they are not on the generator. Then lastly, because we're running a very Hex oriented build with Plaything and Ruin, we're going to be running Hex Pentimento. And hopefully everyone understands what Hex Pentimento does. If not, you can read this little essay of what it does. This build is entirely focused on the Hex Plaything Pentimento slowdown, right? And it's kind of like a stealth build. But we're going to run this. I'm going to only play one game, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But this is my attempt of making it work. And with that, let's go into the game. Alright, so it looks like we are going to be on Family Residence. This is potentially a very bad map for this build. Since it's very large, we can very easily get screwed because we don't really have that good of gen defense. There's a Nancy up on that hill. But I'm not going to be that concerned. I'm mainly right now looking for a generator that has 2 survivors on it. And I think we found it. Okay, so we might get some use out of the undetectable. And we do. Fake it. We're not going to be able to actually snag him. Alright, so we're going to get our first plaything before they pop our ruin. Which is always a great surprise, but I'm pretty sure the Yuichi is going to find our ruin. Or, never mind. It might not have actually seen it. But there is someone on this top gen. Fake you out. This is not a safe loop for you. Sure. Okay, relatively quick down. And there goes Ruin, because of course. If you're not running Ruin Undying, should just expect it to not last more than a minute. With the undetectable, might be able to come over here and deny the hook rescue. And we can. Alright. It might be a bad idea, but let's go ahead and get Pentimento started. It's gonna give them time to heal, but if we don't do it now, we're really not going to get a chance later. Screw it. So that decision might come back to bite me, but I would rather not go through the stun duration just to get an injure on the Yuichi. I would rather get the Dwight. Because it seems to me like we're going to need to tunnel him out in order to win. Alright, just break it. Excuse me? Okay, you know what? I'll take it. Alright, let's just set up the Pentimento. Like, I'm not expecting these Pentimento totems to last at all, but while they're up, they're doing something. Alright, screw it. Okay, Yuichi, Nancy, and you just killed yourself, Mr. Dwight. Because he touched the generator, he does not have decisive strike. Let's go after the Nancy. We already know that the Yoichi is not that good. The Jane is also not that good. But this Nancy is in a very decent space. I don't really want to mess with that. Lucky. Well, at least the Nancy's on a generator. Nice. Okay. Let's get number 2 going. There isn't anyone in the lobby with a flashlight, except for the Jane. So this is a easy pickup. They're going to probably be on this generator here. No? It's weird. All right. On this generator? No? Alright, so the Nancy is with the Yoichi. I can hear your footsteps. That would have been a hit too. I overflicked. Oh, the Yoichi's probably going to go back to this generator. Yep. I wonder if he still has his plaything totem on him. No, it seemed like he reacted very slowly. Okay, no dead hard. Now, where would they be? So, the Jane must be on the generator that's all the way on the other side of the map. Huh, alright. It's always good to keep in mind when a survivor is and isn't respecting your aim. Spine chill. Zone you out. Free hit. I can't really play around this. Crow? Hello? I saw that. Easy hit. Yep. Okay. With the undetectable, maybe we can catch out the Nancy scratch marks. Lucky. I'm gonna call it now. Jane has Unbreakable. So we're gonna go back the second she uses it. Which she just did. So, this Nancy is fine. She's alright. So we're not gonna focus on her. We're gonna go back to the Jane. We're gonna go back to the Jane. Because she is a lot easier. And now the Nancy. You didn't respect me last time, so I'm not going to respect you this time. Well, there we go. And GG's. But yeah, I felt like we got a... Okay. See, this is very weird, right? Because I feel like we did get value out of the Eerie add-on. Was it enough value to warrant using it? No. Like, no. But I felt like we got enough value to say we made it work. So with that, I'm going to say mission accomplished. But if you guys have any more ideas or thoughts about what I could make work for future episodes of this little series, please go ahead and comment it down below. Also, you know, leave a like if you enjoy or like the concept of this little series that we're going to be doing. I have a few more ideas for Deathslinger, but you know, outside of that, I'll need a little bit of help. So with that, I hope you enjoyed, and see you next time.
They wanna say my name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't playing no games, I just do that's fact. And I don't feel no shame, it's a mood you lack. I go crazy, nah bitch I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on the shit daily. Pass me the jack, right as fuel, got me hazy.